Good morning, my darlings. Welcome to a new vlog. Welcome to a very blusterous, chilly and rainy morning here in the Cotswolds. I am, however, in a very chipper mood because, as you might be able to see, I have just picked up our old Defender from Bespoke Off-Road. Our lovely Defender has been there for the last couple of months, and Ross at Bespoke Off-Road has been adding a few wonderful little tweaks to our gorgeous car. As you may remember, when did we get this car? Was it last summer or the summer before? Who knows? It is a proper agricultural kind of vehicle, and we just wanted to add a few little amendments to it to make it just that little bit more comfortable and appropriate. One thing of which you might be able to see here, so it did used to have very much, I had you balanced on a set of tissues, used to have very much a kind of Ford Transit van style steering wheel. We now have a beautiful wooden steering wheel. The car is only about 50% done. We're still going to do a little bit of amendments in the entertainment system, but we've got new fabric little outfits for the gear knobs, etc. All of the hardware on the doors has been redone. You might remember it used to just kind of be falling apart on the car doors, so that's all been redone now. And one of the biggest changes is in the back. So where there used to be a big tyre here, the tyre is now on the outside of the car, which is more traditional for a Defender. As you can see, we still have a little bit of a leak, and we now have bench seating in the back, so we can actually fit 4 people safely in the back here on the bench seating. I'll give you a proper little update of the outside of the car when we get back home. We've also got steps to help get in and out of the car, because that was always a little bit of a workout in itself. Still no heating inside the car, so I am all snugly warm. I've got my Barber on and my Lilysilk cashmere jumper to keep me nice and toasty warm. We've got a very busy day at the house today. We've got a very exciting video shoot, a 2-day video shoot. I will let you guys guess what we are filming in the house over the next 48 hours. It is seriously blusterous, as you might be able to hear, seriously windy. So I'm going to get back home, make myself a cup of coffee, and then it is time to get shooting. I'm sure it's quite obvious what we are filming here at the house today. We've got a few props, got the Dalesford mince pies and the big ones. I can't wait to eat these later after lunch. And we had a really fortuitously timed message from a local company called Flower Girl, and she makes the most incredible, spectacular cupcakes. This is her festive edition, and oh my goodness, have you ever seen cupcakes quite so exquisite? As you can imagine, my mouth is seriously watering right now. I mean, look at the detail on these cupcakes. I have never seen anything quite like it. Katie, who makes the cupcakes, is quite local to us, but I believe she has quite a wide delivery remit, so I will leave her details down below. What a fabulous gift to take to a Christmas party or a birthday or a hen do or wedding cupcakes. I mean, look at the detail. Look at the colours she's used. That is exactly like my dream Christmas wreath. Thank you so much to Katie. Okay, my darlings, I've just come upstairs to add some curls to my hair. They will drop out shortly. Just waiting for the chaps to arrive, and then we are going to start filming. In the meantime, however, I've got a few new lovely bits from Lilysilk that I thought I would do a little try-on haul for you. They are pieces which I wear in so many different ways, whether it's literally as I've been wearing this morning. This is the lovely diamond cashmere jumper, which you might remember last year I was wearing the kind of brownie taupe version of this as my everyday jumper, an absolute favourite. And yeah, I thought I would show you a few different ways of styling some of my favourite pieces from Lilysilk. They have been so very kind to share a discount code with us, Josie12, for 12% off, and I will leave all of my favourites linked down below. As I have mentioned so many millions of times in the past, I am so aware of the fabric composition of the items that I'm bringing into my wardrobe. I'm all about quality over quantity, and I like to make sure the things in my wardrobe are really classic high quality pieces which are going to work in lots of different ways and for many years to come. I still have Lilysilk things in my wardrobe from years and years and years ago. They just do the most gorgeous classic, most beautiful classic roll neck, polo neck jumpers, lovely layering pieces, but then they also have some more kind of fashion pieces too. Lilysilk also have sustainability at the forefront of what they're doing. You won't find any fabric going to waste with Lilysilk. If they have got a corner of a bit of silk that they're not using, it might get turned into a face mask, an eye mask, it might get turned into hair bubbles, of which I have many, as well as silk being so good for your skin. It's also fantastic for your hair, so it's not going to create any pulling or any snagging. So if, like me, you just feel so much more comfortable with your hair pulled back into a pony or a bun, then a nice chunky silk hair bubble will be your best friend. But at this time of year, I really look to them for their gorgeous cashmere pieces. I would say this is probably my favorite at the moment. I love the diamond design on here, find it so versatile. Wearing it today just with leggings, but I will try it on with some slightly smarter pieces too. All I have done so far this morning is go to pick up our Defender, so I was literally just wearing this with my Barber jacket as you saw earlier. But say I wanted to nip to Dalesford or something, I wanted to be a little bit smarter, then I could pop on with, again, just with leggings. I feel like when you've got such a lovely high quality piece of knit like this, even just wearing with leggings, it's a great way of elevating a comfy outfit. As you can tell from the swing tag, I'm yet to debut my beautiful Valentino boots, but I did decide to keep them, and I feel like this is again going to be a really great way of elevating leggings. The sun always decides to come out and shine through my window in the weirdest ways when I want to do a try on, but this is just a go-to outfit for me, something that I will feel super comfortable working from home, snuggled up on the sofa with the boys, and then equally with the beauty of the jumper and the gorgeous boots. It also feels a little bit more elevated than your typical kind of way of styling leggings, so this would be my default way of styling the Lilysilk diamond knit. Okay, I feel like this is more the kind of outfit that I would wear so much when I used to live in London. I haven't been wearing skirts quite as much lately. I definitely need to get back into the habit of wearing skirts. The fact that this jumper, this is what I love so much about cashmere. You don't need your jumpers to be super thick in order for them to be super warm. I found a chart the other day and it was showing how if this is cotton and this is wool on like the warmth factor, cashmere is up here. Cashmere keeps you so warm. I had someone come up to me at the Soho Farmhouse fireworks and they were like, Josie, I really enjoy your YouTube channel, really enjoy your videos. Can you tell me how to keep my feet warm in wellies? That was the first thing they wanted to know, and I said, darling, the secret is cashmere socks. Cashmere keeps you so warm. That is one of the many reasons why I love it, and it's not itchy in the slightest. I can't bear itchy fabrics. I do not have time for that. And for me, Lilysilk cashmere is just super duper soft. I don't know if you can tell just from looking at it how gloriously soft it is, but it really is so beautiful. This has also been through the washing machine so many times and still looks as good as new. This time styled with a little suede skirt. If you don't want to show too much leg, then wearing some knee-high boots I think is a great way of styling. And then, my darlings, I've attempted an all-white outfit, except for, I don't know if you can see, the gorgeous Dior heels, which I still again have the labels on these shoes. I haven't decided. Well, actually I can tell you right now that they are too big for me. My foot is sliding out. My friends were right, you do need to half size down, but shall we take a moment for just how beautiful they are? Absolutely sensational, and a great addition of colour to an all white outfit. The shoes might be a bit big, the trousers are definitely a little bit small. These are from Reese. I got a size 4, which was really optimistic. I think I need a 6 or an 8, but I have to say, for getting another idea of how to wear cashmere knit in a slightly smarter way, but again still really comfortable in a pair of trousers, this would be such an elegant workwear outfit. I actually love how it looks with the shoes. If I order the trousers in the size up and the shoes in the size down, then I think we have got the perfect outfit. I have, by the way, even though I don't need it for the warmth, I have got a thermal on underneath the jumper, so that just gives you an idea of how non-bulky this knit is. Okay, I just saw these kind of khaki satin trousers on my new in rail, and I thought I would give them a try as well, and I think this might actually be my favourite way of styling the knit. So these trousers are, I think, also potentially a size 4 from Reese, but they do have an elasticated waistband, so they fit me much better. Not sure how well you can see, but I have styled them with the more kind of antique-y green Dior shoes, in case you saw my birthday unboxing at the end of the last vlog, and I love this colour combination together. I think the cream with the green with the shoes is just the most beautiful combination, and another really nice way of styling up the knit in a slightly more evening appropriate way. Okay, we have got an easy one here. It is the classic cashmere jumper dress. If you just love to have those things in your wardrobe that you literally do not need to think about, you just pull it out and know that you look chic and fabulous, then this is it. I have spoken at length here on my channel about my love for jumper dresses, and when it is in the most perfectly soft, warm cashmere fabric, you really cannot go wrong. So this one is in this very practical grey colour, which I feel is obviously perfect for work, perfect for all of the errands that you need to run. I have styled it super simply, just with the black boots again, but there are so many different ways that you can add to a jumper dress to really snazz the outfit up a little bit, so let's have a play. Okay, so I'm going to start just by adding cozy scarf, all about the layering, and then I'm going to cinch the scarf in with my belt. This scarf has just come out of storage, so it could do with a little bit of an iron. To be honest, with cashmere the creases do just tend to drop out, but that's a really nice way of also highlighting your silhouette, highlighting your waist. And then of course, do you know what, I would potentially wear a coat open actually over the shoulders. I have actually not worn this bag out the house yet. I think I am going to save it until my birthday, which is rapidly approaching, but it's really fun to see how many gorgeous outfits this goes so well with. So you can really see how the jumper dress just kind of becomes the starting block for lots of different outfits. This is how I would wear it if I wanted to style it up a little bit. But I have to say, you're equally as likely to see me wearing a jumper dress with no styling whatsoever when I have got my Monday morning Pilates, and I do feel like I want to maybe spend a little bit longer looking around Dalesford afterwards. I'll often just throw a jumper dress into my bag, because then I know that my entire outfit is sorted. Pair of flat shoes, these lovely ones from Fairfax and Favour, just so that I'm not wearing my trainers to look around the shop. There we go, just literally no styling has been done at all really here. The jumper dress by itself is just so chic, you almost don't need to accessorize it. So this would be my super chilled, easy way of throwing an outfit in my bag and knowing that I look chic and comfortable throughout the day. Well, from super comfy cashmere day dress to this rather heavenly silky slip evening dress, I actually did not realise that Lilysilk did evening wear until I laid eyes upon this beautiful dress. Now, there are quite a few ways that I imagine styling this, one of which would actually be with the first jumper that I shared with you, either over my shoulders or worn on top, so that you can turn this dress into a kind of slip skirt, but of course it is absolutely beautiful as intended as an evening dress. You've got this really beautiful, can you see how the silk hangs, almost like waterfall detail, halter neck style neckline. I can't help but feel that this would be the perfect New Year's Eve dress, holiday dress. If you're going away somewhere, then obviously the silk is going to stop you from getting too warm if you're partying on a beach somewhere. And the way that the material flows down here at the bottom is so stunning. It's got almost these cutout details, these little triangles with a lighter silk in between. So here's another idea. I have popped the diamond cashmere knit over the top. I just love the skirt of this dress so much, and I feel like it can be worn as a skirt as well as the dress. These little cutout details in the skirt I think give it the most beautiful movement, and this champagne-y colour is so perfect for festive outfits without being unwearable at other times of year. It's not like you're wearing loads of sequins, but it's still this gorgeous champagne-y gold colour, which is perfect Perfect for those Christmas parties. Okay, now back into the comfies. This is potentially my travel outfit for when we go to Nashville at the end of the month. So I have got on the cashmere ribbed trousers. You might remember I also have these in white already, which I wore traveling to, was it Palm Beach? Somewhere I feel like that I went with Freddie recently. Sure, it was Palm Beach. They are the most beautiful ribbed cashmere trousers. They don't get all gathered at the knee, even if you literally sleep like a little clamshell on the airplanes. And then I have styled them because sometimes I feel like you do get a little bit warm when you're traveling. I've styled the trousers to begin with this little cashmere cropped top. I think if you're looking for a slightly more kind of chic way of styling cashmere trousers, it's a really nice option. And then this is my diamond cashmere knit that I've had for a couple of years now, and I'm just loving all of these brown tonal colours together. I think having a jumper around your shoulders when you're travelling is a really great idea. You can easily just snuggle up if you start to get chilly. And then footwear wise, potentially my little Chloe sandals. And there we go, a super practical, cozy, great for all temperature conditions. I don't like being too chilly or too warm when I'm traveling, so I feel like this is the best of absolutely everything, as well as keeping me super cozy. So those are all of the bits that I'm going to show you for now. Some really gorgeous favourites from Lilysilk. I will show you my pyjamas. I've got a couple of new pairs of pyjamas as well, which I think you guys are going to love. I'll show you those a little bit later, but for now we're going to have some quick lunch, and then it is on with our shoot. Video team of the future. It's the year 2025. Okay, so our final shot that we took today was in the bedroom in pyjamas, so it was a great opportunity to pop on my lovely new pair of silk PJs from Lilysilk. This is quite possibly my favourite pair of pyjamas at the moment. I really love the silhouette of these slightly longer, sorry this mirror is not the best, slightly longer shorts, and they're a really boxy shape, which I just feel gives them a real kind of contemporary feel, and sometimes I do just get super toasty in bed, so I prefer shorts to long pyjamas. The top as well, just a little bit more boxy. If you are brave enough to do the pyjamas as outerwear kind of look, then this would be the perfect blouse for that. I would definitely get away with wearing this as a silk blouse, and with the little fluffy slippers, I feel like it's a very stylish sleep look. Okay, my darlings, shoot day is finally done. Excuse the fact that I have not got any boots on yet. They're downstairs. We've got the Dyson fans blasting away because we've had all the fires in the house lit today, so it is a little bit smoky in here. We are now heading to Soho Farmhouse for dinner. We had a very light lunch, so I think we're all feeling peckish for some burgers or possibly a big batch of macaroni cheese tonight. I think that's what's on the cards. I have popped on the Lilysilk jumper dress, just a super easy, didn't even need to think about it outfit option. And then I am just absolutely loving this Strathbury bag right now. It is a perfect size for all of my essentials. So that's my super cozy outfit of the evening, and now let's head to the farmhouse. We have got the entire top floor to ourselves. gosh, it feels like a crisp winter day today. Finally, we're starting to get cooler temperatures, which means I should be able to plant my tulip bulbs soon. But I'm just nipping down the garden now to get some fresh chives. I've wanted for a while now to make some cheese scones to have with my soups, and I just generally think that'll be a really nice snack. Do I have chives? Oh yes, not very many. And the recipe calls for fresh chives. I've only got a handful left. My goodness, they don't look particularly fresh, but definitely not my best kitchen garden loot. But there we go. Just a little bit of flavour that we need. Look at this gorgeous winter sunshine, or late autumn sunshine. Even my little baby rainbow chards are starting to do well. And the more I pick, the more it seems to grow. Ooh, birds having a twitter. Might put some rosemary on my cheese scones as well. My smallest kitchen garden haul to date. I'll show you the rest of the ingredients. It should only take me 15 minutes to make the cheese scones in the Thermomix. A regal sausage. A regal sausage.
Contando uma história que a chuva levou todo equipamento, só deixou as roupas do varal, os limão do quintal e a pasta impermeável com os documentos. Eu disse à filha, como é que vai ser? Ela disse, não sei o que fazer. Vem pra cá.
This is the last of my courgette soup.
Que eu durmo no chão. Fica calma, não tem pressa. Tudo vai se resolver. Quando eu vi no aeroporto.
Well, I won't lie, these look and smell absolutely delicious. If you're wondering what that noise is in the background, Charlie is watching food ASMR videos. Are we going to get a wardrobe tour from you this afternoon, darling?
If you play your cards right, mate.
If I play my cards right. Wonderful. Yes, I'm really glad that I didn't cut the cheese up too small, because now we have little chunks of cheddar cheese, and they look absolutely mouth-watering. Well, this is the perfect chilly, autumnally wintry day lunch. Homemade courgette soup made in summer, so zero effort required from me today. And cheddar cheese scones. Yummarillo. This looks absolutely delicious. I cannot wait to dig in. Well, that was a truly delicious lunch, absolutely wonderful, and now I'm going to enjoy one of the incredible cupcakes from Flower Girl. This is one that looks like a little Christmas wreath, and oh my goodness, they really do look too good to eat. It feels so very mean knowing I'm about to demolish this, but that's what they're designed for, so I'm going to enjoy this as my post-lunch treat. Right, darling, your moment has arrived.
There you go. Welcome to my dressing room 2.0.
2.0.
Where I now feel happy to get changed.
Aww.
Because before the colour just wasn't quite right, and it was dark, and it wasn't to my taste. But now,
Dun dun
with a bit of
dun.
a lick of lick.
It's had a lick of lick.
It's had a lick of lick. Come in.
Thank you.
As you can see, it's had a real countryside refresh.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've watched previous videos, you'll know that we used, and we've worked in partnership with Lick, a brand that we've used a few times before, and this is part of their new Soho House or collection with Soho House. There's 8 colours in total, and this is the only green as part of the collection, and it's inspired by their Rome house in Soho, at Soho House. and it's called Rome 05. And this is a matte, what would you call it? Sort of a matte green. It's got a bit of like a muddy green to it.
Yeah.
It's difficult because I think the pictures on our Instagram, on Old House Our Home, will give you a better indication of what the colour looks like, because the lighting in here on video can make it seem a little bit
flatter
different to what it is.
Yeah.
But it's really lifted the room. I think it's brought the detailing out of
it. It has, definitely. I thought that in our office as well when we painted that green.
Yeah. I mean, look, you and I absolutely love green, and we're increasingly kind of struggling with this house in that we kind of want every room to be green, and you don't want every room to feel the same.
No.
And that's why I think the matte green in here offers something a bit different. It's a great room to use a matte colour because matte does mark a little bit if you're knocking it and things like that. So for a dressing room that gets used every day, but I'm quite cautious, it's a good place to use it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure a kitchen or high traffic area like a corridor would be a good idea. But for a statement room like this, it's fantastic. So I'm adding some paintings. This I'm going to have reframed in sort of an oak frame, and then I'm going to put something here as part of the room refresh.
Okay.
We have a nice new rug from Ochre, which we also have in the bathroom, so it brings some continuity into here from there. And as much as I don't love red, the green in this I really like.
Yeah, I love it.
It's quite a thick rug.
It's more of a terracotta than a red, I'd say.
Yeah, so that works really well. And I think this green colour really brings out the detailing of, we already had these handles.
Yeah.
And I did a sneak peek on Instagram of in here, and people were like, oh wow, you've replaced the handles. And I was thinking, no, but actually, for whatever reason, the green makes the handles look completely different.
Yeah.
Same with the plugs, because we already had these gold plug sockets in here. I'm keeping an eye out for some sort of piece of artwork for here, thinking something either as a mirror or something quirky, but one piece. And then, we've added these cushions, which actually, as it happens, are from Soho Home.
Oh.
So it lends really well to the whole collaboration.
Yeah, they're lovely. And we've got the same cushions, but bigger on our bed.
Yeah, so that also, we're not interior designers, we're not pretending to be, but equally we quite like that we're designing this house as we live in it, and in our own way. I've nothing against interior designers, and we'd always be open to suggestions, because we're not experts in any way, but equally I think there's something quite nice about personally putting your own touch on a house, and you know, it's a journey, isn't it? And adding bits and pieces that you discover along the way. Yeah. The cushion, I wasn't mad because this was from before when it was blue, but actually the gold works really well. Really well, and there's almost that tone in the rug. And Caroline, our amazing haberdasher in the village, she made this quite a while ago, about 1.5 years ago. Yeah. And I just love how it's cut in as well. Looks brilliant. So show everyone how you're storing your clothes, darling. Right, so let's talk you through it. So I've had a big wardrobe clear out. Yep. I still feel like, we've lived here 2.5 years now, pretty much spot on 2.5 years. And I still feel like, because the first 6 to 8 months of that were COVID, we weren't going out. So I'm still sort of slowly getting rid of, and when I say getting rid of, giving to charity or selling for charity, clothes that I wore in London but that just have no practical position in living out in the countryside. Yeah. So I wear a lot of these now because our house is warm, but it's not crazy warm. So this is like my daily uniform. Yep. So in here, dun dun dun, we have all of my knits. What a fabulous colour collection. My strategy is, rather than go colour coordinated the whole way, it's colour coordinated within its own... You got collars? Yeah, exactly. So I've got my long sleeve polo shirts. So for any guys watching or for any girls looking to buy a guy a gift for Christmas. As in... This is actually a brand, I think it's Mr. Porter's own brand, or it's a brand called Kingsman that's on Mr. Porter. Okay. That's from last year. What I'm proud to say is 90% of this are British brands. Love that. So whether you've got, I'm not sure about Kingsman, but you've got brands like Sunspell, Peel, Drake's, Johnsons of Elgin, Drake's, Campbell's of Bowley, Purdy, and then even a recent discovery, Private White VC. These are made in Scotland. Scotland. So yeah, so I'm gradually building a bit of a wardrobe that's very much British. Yeah, I love that. So that works really well. In here, I won't bore you too much, but obviously I think people have seen this before. Got glasses. I've now been putting my belts in here. Clever. Which is a good way of storing them. Yeah. Nothing too exciting. Underwear and socks. What I have added is some Cotswold lavender. Because I just noticed that, especially the gym drawer, it does get a bit fusty, so that's helped. Lovely. And that's harvested locally. And then these are sort of tracksuit bottoms, PJs, that sort of thing.
Lovely.
So that works really nicely.
Super duper.
And then I won't show you every single cupboard, but this one's quite nice. And this shows you how much I've cleared out, because I've cleared a lot out down here. So I tend to wear a lot of these in sort of the transitional months. But because it's not been that cold in the UK, like, I feel like this with a gilet, like a safari jacket or an overshirt with a gilet, even in the winter can be warm enough.
Yeah.
And then I've got my chunkier knits down here, whether it be roll necks, mock turtlenecks, funnel necks, and then just like more chunky. This is, where's this one?
I like
this is Campbell's
that.
Aboli, look at that.
That is lovely.
So this is a really nice brand.
Very
and then
nice.
even another brand that I absolutely love. See if we've got the MP ones here. Oh, that's another British brand, Surplus. Genuinely, and look, Reese is a British brand. I know they're not made in the UK, but they are still a British brand at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I don't actually know if anything in here is not British.
Well done,
Which I
darling.
quite like. This is another new purchase recently that I'm hoping to wear.
Ooh.
Sort of a suede bomber jacket. Because I used to have, I've got rid of all my suede jackets. If you remember, I had like 10 of them. And I just don't wear them out here because they're not practical. So anyway, so that's that. And then on this side, my footwear, I've had a bit of a rethink. I tend to wear, I tend to wear most of my daily shoes from here or here. And then these ones are all my smarter, sort of less practical ones.
Yeah.
And then fragrances.
You missed out your gilet rail, darling.
Yeah, I didn't want to draw too much attention, because this is the one bit of the dressing room that I think people will be like, that's excessive, that's a bit mental. But I reckon I wear a gilet.
It's what you wear every day.
I wear a gilet every day if I'm going to the farmhouse for meetings or for a workout, if I'm going to the cottages to sort things out, and it's quite a good variety.
Yeah. Which is your favourite gilet?
This is probably my most worn gilet, which is Lavenham, and these are all Lavenham. These are made in Suffolk. I think I've talked to people about these before, but I love how it sort of talks about where they're made, even who's finished it off.
Oh, is it Janice?
This one is Janet,
Yeah, Janet, yeah. Good
now,
old
the
Jan.
only little moan about Lavenham is they've changed the fit. So this is their original fit, which I love. The newer fit, it's a bit longer.
All right.
So even though I've got loads of this style, I tend to wear this one the most. And then my sort of new favourite ones, I've got this one from Purdy, which I got at the beginning of the season, which is reversible.
Nice.
Which is really nice, which is a bit smarter. And then I absolutely love, I haven't even worn it yet, but I absolutely can't wait to wear it, Fairfax and Favour one.
Ooh.
Which has sort of a suede detailing finish.
Lovely.
I think this one will look really nice with a shirt, or even a shirt and tie, that's quite smart.
You should wear that to the piano, guys.
Yeah, that's coming with me, definitely. And then something a bit more, I feel a bit hip and young in these.
Oh, that's quite cool.
Boucle.
Boucle,
So yeah, so these are
tartan
the two
boucle.
boucle ones, which are both from Drake's.
Lovely.
And these are just sort of a little bit different and a bit more fun.
Very nice.
So
what about in your blazer cupboard, darling? Show us that.
Oh right, okay, let's do the blazer cupboard. Now this is an area that I haven't actually cleared out, because a lot of these shoes, these smart shoes, do need a bit of a clear out, but I just run out of time. Because I hardly wear smart shoes at all, maybe in wedding season. And then...
Awesome.
So we've obviously got, these are the sort of my more worn ones here. And these are obviously ones that I had when we lived in London that, to be honest, I'm not going to give away a blazer for the sake of it. But I am going to need to start being a bit brutal, because a lot of these don't get much love out this way.
You can't really get any more. It needs to be one in, one out.
No, it's one in, one out.
Yeah.
Pretty much everywhere in the room now is one in, one out.
Yeah.
And as I say, because in the last couple of years I've been investing in clothes that are definitely made better and more timeless, I don't feel like I'm going through clothes as much as maybe back in the day when we were buying more high street brands.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well done, darling. And
I've got my fragrance wall. And
your
then finally,
secret cupboard?
My secret cupboard, which is all my grooming goodies.
Love that. Favourite grooming brands?
Well, you can tell pretty much straight away Kiehl's is pretty much my favourite.
Yeah.
That's my most... I had to buy it in the miniatures because this has been discontinued.
Oh.
Which is why I've got so many of them. That's my favourite for after, like a sweaty workout or after rugby. I love Neil's Yard for like pre-shaving face scrub, but you use this maybe once or twice a week because it's quite harsh. Face Fuel's like my everyday moisturiser. But then La Mer is my sort of... I use this once a day, but I use this before the gym.
Do any of
Then I
these have
shower.
SPF, darling?
That's where it comes to the SPF here, mate, which are all Kiehl's SPF.
Do you
50.
remember to put that on?
Yes.
Do you?
No. I do in the summer, but I know I need to use it all year round.
You do.
So yeah, it's quite nicely organised. I think I need to have a bit more of a clear out in here in general, but yeah. And then my sort of signature fragrance, which is Molecule, Eccentric Molecule. Find myself wearing that a lot. Do you know what? It's really funny, but obviously whenever we have tradesmen doing stuff, they always pick up on fragrance. Even the guy that delivered the chest of drawers today said, "What, mate? What fragrance are you wearing?" I was like, I need to be on commission with this.
That's so funny.
And then this is more display. I mean, not all of these are full, obviously. This is probably an insight into my favourite brands: Tom Ford, Penhaligon's, Creed, and Jo Malone there at the bottom. And Floris, which, funnily enough, that was featured in Sherlock the other day, wasn't it?
Really?
I have to be honest, I don't actually love that fragrance. That's kind of why it's so full, but it just looks nice on there.
It does.
It's probably gone out of date by this point. And then our beloved Dalesford diffusers.
Yeah.
Which the only thing is, because it's high up, I don't think you really notice it in here.
No, I don't.
But the problem is I can't fit it on...
Oh, you just splashed oil, darling.
I can't fit it on any of these.
Yeah.
Anyway, but there you go.
It looks wonderful.
There's the door, and actually, do you know the thing that I love the most? When I very rarely have this door shut, but I just think that sort of area looks really lovely. It's a bit dark on the camera, but you can see, you know, with the old lock, and you've got the door would have originally somehow been linked to this.
Yeah.
So it would have been here more, and this is all the original panelling, which yeah, obviously was here originally.
Well, I'm so pleased that a lick of paint has been
transformational,
given you a better feeling of the whole room.
Yeah, absolutely transformational. And I think a few key pointers. I didn't decorate this myself, but our painter decorator Andrew, who we sort of inherited with the house, he was extremely complimentary of the brand. He's used it before in your powder room.
Yeah.
But there was no need to prime this. Now, obviously, it depends on what you're painting. But because he'd already prepped this wood way back when he painted it the first time, it literally needed 2 coats, and we were done.
Fantastic.
And another little tip, if you were concerned about the matte colour and wanting to protect it, so for example, you could paint the kitchen in this colour, but I reckon, and I think Lick would advise this as well, you maybe put a layer of varnish over the matte colour, potentially.
They actually recommended Ronseal.
Yes, yeah, or there was another brand, and this is only if it's high traffic areas. This will be perfectly fine here.
Yeah.
But it's just for this specific finish, it's something to bear in mind if you're thinking of painting the room matte. But all in all, super happy, and I can't see me changing this now.
No.
I think there's just a few little bits of artwork needed.
Yep.
But it feels like a different room. It feels bigger as well, even though it's still quite dark.
It does.
And I think we should finish on the view that
a fantastic
I get to see
room
every morning that I will never take for granted. Look at the old glass as well. Can you see all the old glass with all the character in it? With all the, like, you know, sort of almost unevenness. And then we've got that view.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, thank you, darling, for showing us your dressing room glow up. Okay, another little mini home update. Charlie has... Oh, nice! That looks really similar to something else. Is that the same as one in our bedroom?
Similar. I keep an eye out for things like this. So this was £425, which could sound like a lot, but actually it's not. Like, you can pay thousands for these. So that's why I thought it was a good one. The reasoning in this room...
I like how the lamp matches the window curtains.
Exactly, mate.
Oh, you're right, clever, aren't you?
We were going to call this a gold bedroom, because I grew up in a house where, like, every room has a name in that, like, it's like
the pink room, the blue room,
the yellow bathroom, the red bathroom, whatever, right? Not a big house, but they had names. But the idea was we were going to call this room the gold room, because we were going to move our gold furniture, which we're not mad on anymore, into here, which we still are. But it's the garden room, really, because we've got the lovely view of the garden, not maybe so much here, but through these windows, you have a view of the greenhouse and lovely view.
And look what else is new in here.
Well, just quickly, so let's finish off in here.
Right.
So basically, the logic is this room might be a nursery one day. So we don't want to buy a load of furniture that we then have to get rid of. So everything we put in this room needs to also make sense as part of a nursery. So this obviously has a lot of storage.
Yeah.
So I thought that
would be big enough for like a baby changing table.
Maybe.
I don't know why people buy. I mean, maybe anyone can tell me. Why do people buy furniture like specifically for babies?
Well, we won't be doing that.
No, just find nice
anyway,
antiques.
So what the plan is, obviously, this is already in here. Our bed, which in truth, our bed and bedside tables eventually we will be selling. Is going to live in here for now because there's no point buying a whole lovely. But this bed came with us from Clapham and it's time. So so then we're going to play around with the rug. That fireplace, this will no longer be in. We'll be getting rid of that.
Every time I come in here, your clothes have multiplied.
So this is my summer clothes, and I'm putting them in the suitcase, and they'll be gone this afternoon, mate.
Right.
So that's the chore for
Where are you going to put them?
In the suitcases in the store.
Right.
And then
let's show everyone the
final 2 pieces of artwork which have been lovely framed by a framer in a village near us. And I was thinking, so these are frames that I picked up from Station Mill for like 40 quid. And then these are menus from Bertioli, from Time, that we have in our bedroom. So essentially these bits of artwork have cost us
So
nothing.
if you ever go to Time for lunch, make sure you nick the menus afterwards.
I just realised something.
You've done it upside down.
The frame
They've done
this one
upside down.
So he's done it like that.
Oh, I don't mind it like that.
Matter.
That's how it would naturally hang. No, I think his way up is correct.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, because he'd have done it the way that the menu is written, surely.
Actually, do you know what? I think you're probably right.
I know.
So I think that one potentially there, and then this one on the other side. Yeah?
Lovely.
Which then suddenly, with the new cushions that we've got, and these new lampshades, I think this room suddenly really looks
We're getting there, mate.
styled a little bit, doesn't it? Without spending a fortune, because as I say, this room is always, it's not always going to be a guest room. And I think we've got a new cushion fabric coming to this.
Oh, I said not to do that one. It's lovely.
Or is it not that? Is it maybe this then?
No, I like that.
It might be this actually that's getting redone.
Which I also said didn't need to be done. Anyway, bathroom.
Right, bathroom. I'm not mad on this rug in here, but this is basically just come from my dressing room. So I think for now it's fine in here, but it doesn't quite work. But this is our new addition. I'm going to sit on the toilet and talk you through it, mate. It's called the Cranmore, and it's from Charnwood, and it's one of their other small stoves. So we've got the Country 4, which is this size, in our bathroom, and at Straw Top. And at Straw Top 2, the world's worst, best kept secret, does that make sense? We have the bigger version of this, and it's more modern, but the idea is it's as much glass as possible, so you see as much flame as possible. So this hasn't been installed yet.
It looks so silly in there. It's like
It looks cute, isn't it?
just such a
So we
tiny
obviously need a half
fireplace.
put in, so we'll just put a bit of old York stone, which we've got out the back, in this area.
Yeah.
You won't even end up seeing the flue. Hopefully we'll have this fitted before Christmas.
So you can toast your knees while you're on the loo.
I just thought it'd be lovely with this bath. Plus, even if we very rarely like this, because Charm would have kindly given this to us as part of our sort of ongoing friendship and work relationship, I just think it makes the fireplace look finished.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Right, where are these rugs you've promised me, darling?
And then finally, we have these pieces of artwork which I bought not knowing where to put them. I am starting to think they could look quite nice there.
Lower down.
Or there.
Yeah.
What do you think, like that? Or like that? That's too low, so I think
side to side.
should be eye level, really.
Yeah. Lovely.
Cool.
Rugs. Rugger. That's such lovely lighting coming through there.
Because we don't have a mirror in here, a floor length mirror,
Now we do.
the only problem is I've had to put my shoes there. We need a stop because otherwise the door handle goes into it.
We
But
ordered one on Amazon.
I've ordered one on Jim Lawrence, yeah. Yeah, it's cool, huh?
Lovely. Oh, that's really nice. This might become my new outfit of the day mirror. What is the next change that we're doing then, darling?
So we are going to make some big changes to the room in here, as we mentioned with the bed and stuff. But for now,
It's really annoying me.
I saw this rug on Soho Home when we were.
Oh, it's Soho Home.
Yeah, so this is Soho Home.
Soho
And it's quite kind of rare, like we were talking about in my dressing room, it's quite rare to get green rugs. Rugs often tend to have a lot of red and blue in, weirdly, I don't know why, especially the traditional ones. So the idea in this room, eventually, when we can justify the expense, is there's a lovely company that do them, which I forget their name, but basically to get a fitted carpet in here, like a
Crucial
sort of reed,
Trading?
well, there's Crucial Trading, but there's a company that do these handmade reed ones. They did the ones at Heckfield, but they're expensive. So eventually I think we'll do that, where it will basically come up to maybe about here for the whole room, and then around, and that will give us that sort of soft texture and fabric that I think we need in here, but then still with a patterned rug like this over it.
Okay.
But we bought this where we were thinking we were going to put it in the other room, but I like it too much, so I think we just switch it in. and then this goes in that other room, and the one that's in that other room actually has to go to the tip because young Master Dickens has weed on it about 5 times.
Tinkled on it a few times.
He sneaks upstairs and that's where he goes to the bathroom. So it's happened 3 times now. We've had that
My
for a few years,
little
so.
boy, he's so lovely.
Right, let's get cracking, son.
Let's get cracking. Just like that, we have a new rug. I think you chose well, darling. Looks lovely. It's a really nice pattern. I think, yeah, if it had been double the length, you know what, we could almost just get another one, couldn't we?
We could just buy another one, actually, yeah. Because I think once we have the big fitted rug in here, I think we want the pattern that coming out on its entirety. Because we're going to have a new Super King made, aren't we? And yeah, look, I mean, it's difficult. Our tastes have changed a lot. The gold furniture, it's just not really our style anymore. But equally, for now, we're just trying to style it up to make it look better until we can afford to redo the whole bit. But I think, yeah, maybe we get a second one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting tired.
Okay, I'm going to put some books on here and then we're going to put that one in the other room. And finally, another frame that I got from Station Mill. We had one of the other menus. This one does look a little bit rude.
You said it.
I think that will look quite nice there.
Yeah.
And then we got a new linen basket on Etsy.
Well done.
Which is just a bit tidier, isn't it?
Yeah. Tidy.
So there you go. Mate.
And then are we going to put the new rug up in my dressing room as well?
Yeah, we're going to do that
before it gets dark.
well. Yeah.
Let's do it. My darlings, you just saw a little time lapse of us playing around with the rugs in this room. We thought we would switch it to a pink rug, however the pink rug is unfortunately a little bit too small, so we're doing pink and white rugs for now. Not sure this is how it's going to end up, but I must say it does feel very cozy with a nice pink ultra fluffy rug in here. Just been packing a suitcase because I have got a very special event tomorrow evening, which requires a very lovely dress. So I will get ready with you tomorrow for that. It's going to be great fun. And this evening I'm going to go and do a Peloton, and then I decided I'm going to watch the new season of The Crown in the bath. Very leisurely evening. This is a lovely new set from Varley. It's like a python print. I always find their tops especially are super flattering. I love the shape of them. And this here, got books weighing down the top of the rug, is a new workout jumper, again from Varley. I love this kind of boucle material, champagne gold zip. It just looks like a really elegant jumper. I can definitely see myself wearing this a lot for Pilates as well. Got a little zip side detail. Oh, it looks so cozy. I can't wait to try it on. Oh my goodness, this is just absolutely heavenly. The zip detail just makes it look like such an elegant and expensive piece. It's such a beautiful colour. I don't know if you can really tell on camera, the kind of champagne-y colour of the zip. And I really love the kind of creamy white jumper with the patterned leggings. I think this is a really nice look. I always feel like it's nice to wear cute gym stuff, especially at Pilates when I go to Dalesford. I've actually got 2 Pilates this week. I did Reformer on Monday, and then on Friday I'm going to do mat Pilates. So very much looking forward to that. But yes, for now I'm going to go and take my makeup off and do just a 20 or 30 minute Peloton.